Hari Om. Welcome once again to Vedānta Jñana Yajña, to the 36th week. Let us begin as usual with a beautiful prayer to our Pujya Gurudev. समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। Man of perfection, or as he known as the man of self-realization, is a state whereby we reach and we are free from all bondages. Last session we left with this thought: what is the benefit of this knowledge of the self? If I may put it in this way, that the greatest benefit that we as human beings look at it of gaining this knowledge is being free of all karmas, free of all actions and the results of actions. We saw in the last session that a man of perfection is asangaha. Asangaha meaning he is different from all the three different states of being. He is not considering himself the limited jiva, the body, the mind and the intellect, or the doer and the enjoyer of things. Meaning, he has attained the highest bliss, and for him there is nothing more left to attain. For a person at this stage, does that mean that he has no more any actions to be done? Or does that mean that he has attained so much of power, physical and mental, that physically he is like Superman, or mentally he has become so sharp as though he can remember everything ever read or written? Nay, it is not a physical thing that we are talking about. Self-realization is the closest, the subject of the subjects. Knowing your true essence, knowing that what happens is the direct knowledge of the realization of truth. By this knowledge, you become free from all actions, karma. This brings us to the question: why are actions or karmas given so much of importance? We are modern people. We understanding very clearly that if there is an effect, there has to be a cause. Because without a cause, an effect cannot be. Isn't it? Our greatest scientists have said that the cause and effect is this world. Therefore, if we are sitting in front of each other and we are speaking, this is an effect, then there has to be a cause somewhere. This we also understand, that the cause always is before the effect. And the effect will only come after the cause has been there. Therefore, whatever we think, whatever we speak, whatever we do, if it is an effect of what we have thought, spoken and acted before, then whatever we are thinking, whatever we are speaking, and whatever we are doing, it will have an effect in the future, isn't it? What was cause in the past is the effect in the present. What is the present is the cause for the future. Therefore, this system is called karma. Karma does not just end in the one single phase of cause and effect. It is an unbroken, continuous cycle of cause and effects which keep going and it keeps multiplying. Therefore, it becomes very necessary to understand how the system of cause and effect in the scriptures as it is explained has to be understood clearly. How does it work? Here today, we are going to look very briefly on the different kinds of karmas or cause. In principle, there are three kinds of karma. One, the first one is called agami karma. Those karma, future actions which yet have to come. They haven't come. They are in the future. They have not been performed. They are in the future. Agami. The second are called sanchita karma. Those actions which we had already performed in the past. The results, the sum total result of the actions that we had performed. Those karmas are ready over there in the which we had performed in the past. And finally, the prarabdha karma. Arabdha, which has begun. Pra, which is already begun. Prarabdha karma, meaning those past actions are now becoming result and coming to us. So in this way, there are three principal karmas that we have to understand about. Today, let me just take the agami karmas. As it is said, what you sow, so you shall reap. Whatever actions that we do today, the results of these actions, good or bad, they have to come to us in the future. These actions which are done in the present, which come in the future, they are called agami karma. Agami karmas. Even a man of perfection has to go through all the agami karmas, meaning the man of perfection who has realized himself today, his body has been performing actions in the past, not only past of his this life, but hundreds, thousands of such lives. The sum total of all that actions that he had performed, he has to fulfill those in this physical body. Although a man of realization, man of perfect knowledge, knowing himself only as the pure self, pure knowledge, does perform all the actions post-realization as a means of fulfilling those actions, but not as a doer or enjoyer, not as a karta or bhokta, which unfortunately we continue to do, and because of which the cycle of life and death, of cause, effect, the effect becoming the cause, and the cause again becoming the effect, this cycle never ends in our case. As far as the man of perfection is concerned, he is concerned as he takes himself pure self, free from all actions. Therefore, he is vimuktah, karma vimuktah. Actions are but actions. The intention behind every action makes that action, whether it is papa, sinful, or punya, meritful. Sometimes the same action which is considered a great sin, papa, for example, killing or taking life of another human being, could be seen in a very different way when the same action is performed by, say, a surgeon on the operation theatre, on the table, when the surgeon is trying to save a life by cutting out a tumor or cancer from the human body. And in doing so, sometimes, if he fails, nobody holds that surgeon, that doctor, responsible of murder. In fact, they come and they praise his effort of saving the life. So, while the action remains the same, the surgeon has a knife, the surgeon performs a slit on the human body, while a murderer does the same, he has a knife and he slits the throat of the person. What makes the action meritful, punya, or sinful, papa, is the intention in which the action is performed. Therefore, as the intention, that is the cause, resultant, the effect will also be accordingly. But as far as the man of perfection, a Jivan Mukta, is concerned, for him there are no actions of papa and punya. His actions or her actions are purely a sense of doership. They have to be done, therefore they are performed. So, agami karmas, meaning those karmas which are going to come in the future, they come to us as well as to the man of perfection. But when they come to us, we think again that we are the doer and the enjoyer of the karma, of the actions, while the man of perfection, the man of realization, understands that it is not him, because he considers himself pure consciousness or pure knowledge, purity itself. This is what they call as not freedom from action, but rather freedom in action. Today, we take a Madhya Viram over here. We take a small pause today over here, and in the next sessions, we will dwell more on the other karmas. Kindly join me for this end prayer and thank Bhagwan, thank Gurudev, thank our parents for everything that they have done for us. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Namaha.